This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. This is a guitar you haven't seen for a little while, a few weeks. This was one that arrived, well, it actually came here just before Christmas, but the video didn't go, the initial kind of couple of videos, the unboxing and the review didn't go out until after Christmas, I think. This is a JT350, a £300 Telecaster copy with a humbucker in the neck. And I was quite kind of taken with it when I first got it. I'll put a link to the original review video down in the description so you can check it out down there. But roasted maple, rosewood fretboard, locking tuners. As I say, it came as stock with a humbucker in the neck. But it's had one or two modifications, shall we say. You may recall I did a video called, I think, Big Plans for a Budget Guitar. Well, this is the guitar in question. It's been over to my local luthiery and guitar tech workshop, Agrajag Guitars in Middlesbrough. And this chap here, let's bring him up on screen, there he is, James from Agrajag, has been doing some work on the guitar for me. And made a rather fine job of it, even though, well, I would say that, wouldn't I? Just full disclosure, James has done a bunch of work on this guitar, and in return for me, kind of promoting, well, not promoting, but giving Agrajag guitars some exposure, I did get a little bit of a discount on that work, but it was still, a fairly big charge on the old plastic. So, this wasn't a freebie, but I did, as I say, get a discount. So what has gone on then? Well, the neck on this guitar is absolutely gorgeous. It feels like, it already felt like a premium quality high-end guitar. So I thought, well, let's make it actually, as well as feeling like one, have the same sort of qualities as a premium quality high-end guitar. To that end, James has fitted 22 jumbo stainless steel frets on this guitar, and they are smooth and buttery and just incredibly silky to play on. Really, really, I love the feel of stainless steel frets more and more as the years go by, and he has done an absolutely stellar job on these. Look at the way those fret ends are finished. Absolutely immaculate. This guitar would pass the Phil McKnight sock test all day and all night, I'm telling you. You may also recall that from the original video, I was planning on putting a Seymour Duncan Little 59 into the bridge here, just to give it a bit more oomph and a bit more power. As you can probably tell, it's not a Seymour Duncan Little 59. It is, let's take a closer look at it. There it is. It's an Artec pickup, cheap and cheerful. Why did I decide to go for the cheap option if I'm, talking about making this guitar something a little bit more high-end? Well, a couple of reasons, really. All of this work was taking place in January, and January is the month when I pay my tax bill. So I was just conscious of the pennies a little bit round about the time that I was going to have to be paying for this work. But the other thing is, this pickup for me is a known quantity. I've had it in at least 4 guitars. I've had not this particular pickup, but I've had this version, this Agrajag, this Artec rather, Alnico 5 Hot Rails style humbucker. I've had it in a bunch of guitars. It used to be in the Frankenstein Telecaster you can see on the wall behind me there. I had it in that Eart Corsair guitar, that Telecaster from the Eart brand that I had a little while ago, and I also had one in the Strat version in a vintage V6 guitar many years ago. So it's a known quantity. I know what this pickup does and I know how it behaves, and I like the way it kind of conducts itself. And the other thing is, James got on the phone to me and said, this guitar of yours, do you want to leave the original pots in, or do you want nice CTS pots and orange drop capacitors? So, of course, that's what I went with. There we go. So it really does have premium electronics in there now. That's you find that those kind of components in anything with a high-end price tag. So what is the end result like? Well, it's still got an undeniable Telecaster quality. At the moment, as usual, I'm going into the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition on the Vintage channel, and full on, that gives me the usual kind of sound, a bit like this. So yeah, it's got that nice kind of fat humbuckery kind of sound, but it's still recognisably Telecaster. The benchmark that I have for a Telecaster bridge pickup tone is the intro to Bruce Springsteen's Darlington County, and if a Telecaster passes that test, then to me it's got a proper Telecaster voice. So I'm just going to back the guitar's volume off a little. Still the same amount of gain on the amp as we had before. I'm not changing channels or anything. And let's see how it handles Brucey's riff. I think that, in a mix you would identify that as a Telecaster, maybe a little bit of a fatter sounding Telecaster than normal, but, it's still got that Telecasterishness, and the fatness was what I was hoping the humbucker would deliver. The neck pickup I haven't changed. This is still the same stock Alnico 5, I believe, jet neck humbucker, which, depending upon where you've got the guitar's volume control, will either, do that whole kind of fluty, silky Gary Moore slash neck humbucker thing, or it'll absolutely purr like a pussycat if you back the volume off. Let's start with a little bit of, the full throttle kind of sound. And now let's hear it in a little bit more restrained jazz kind of setting. Gets the job done, doesn't it? Now, there is one added benefit that I wasn't expecting, and I'm putting this down to the fact that these Artec pickups, maybe James wasn't familiar with the wiring on them or whatever, but in the middle position we get all kind of Peter Green. quite pleased about that, because currently I don't have a guitar that has that sort of sound on it, and it is one of my favourite tones, especially from a twin humbucker guitar, which is effectively, well, it's not effectively, it is a twin humbucker guitar. That's a humbucker and that's a humbucker, but it still retains enough of the feel and enough of the Telecaster grunt, and you know, just that kind of spirit of a Telecaster guitar, to still feel like a Telecaster. My musical happy place when it comes to guitars nowadays is increasingly sort of a midway point between a Les Paul and a Telecaster. And you know, there's this guitar now fits that bill, and there's the Harley Benton Fusion guitar here, which also fits the bill. It's difficult to say out of the two which I prefer, this or the Harley Benton. At the moment, this is a new toy, or relatively new toy, so I'm kind of really enjoying this, and the feel of these frets is just something to be beholden. It's just fantastic. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this guitar in future videos, starting on Sunday when I do a full shakedown of this guitar, the usual kind of thing where I'll do a piece of music and, you know, kind of do all the usual stuff. Is it worth doing all of the neck profile and everything all over again? Probably not, because I've done that before, but there'll be the usual kind of piece of music, and talk about it a little bit more and give you some pickup readings, especially for the Artec and everything. Yeah, really, really happy with this guitar. I think it's a stunning looking thing. But then again, it already was. But now it's got this extra power from this bridge humbucker. It's got the Peter Green thing going on in the middle. It's got the stainless steel frets. I don't know if I mentioned this in the original video. I probably did. But the sort of fingerboard edges are nicely rolled as well, and I think James has actually accentuated that a little in what he's done in putting the new stainless steel frets in as well. It's a supremely comfortable guitar to play, and I think it happens to sound rather wonderful as well. Let me know what you think. As I say, this video, is this a sponsored video? I'm not sure, but James at AgriJag did give me a discount. Basically, I paid for the refret and the overall setup and the wiring. He threw that in for free, so that's a little bit of a discount that he gave me for doing this. And there's going to be another video coming on this. James took some footage of him doing the work, so if he hasn't sent it over yet, but that'll be coming soon in another video here, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and you can see the journey that this guitar has been on. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've found this enlightening and entertaining, and you know, if you're thinking about, if you live in this area, or if you want to get your guitar shipped up to AgriJag Guitars, well, speaking from personal experience, it's something that's worked out well for me. So, you know, by all means, it is something worth considering. But that is it for today, folks. I can tell I'm waffling now, so we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not leave me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream tomorrow and every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and talk about music and stuff, guitars, whatever. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.